Hey everyone, let me take you to the exact moment this all exploded. It's 2:47 in the morning, pitch black, no moon. Four massive rollback tow trucks are creeping down my gravel driveway with their lights completely off. Behind them, two concrete pump trucks are idling. 47 cars, BMWs, Teslas, Range Rovers, even one orange McLaren are lined up like they own the place. By 4:31 a.m., every single one of those cars will be gone. And by 7 a.m., there will be an 8-foot reinforced concrete wall with anti-climb spikes standing exactly where they parked. This is the story of the night an entire HOA learned what happens when you declare war on the wrong person's private property. Let's go back to the beginning. Spring of 2018. I had just sold my software company for low 8 figures, and I wanted one thing: land and freedom. I found a perfect 5-acre parcel that had been split off from a bigger tract back in 1993. The plat map is crystal clear. My land is an out parcel, no HOA, no covenants, no restrictions ever recorded against it. I paid cash, built a 4,800 square foot modern barn style house with black steel and cedar, and I poured a 300-foot long, extra wide crushed gravel driveway because I throw massive 4th of July parties with 50 plus people. Life was perfect. Then in 2021, Susan Whitmore got elected president of Willow Creek Estates next door. Susan is the human embodiment of a 400-page rulebook. She once fined a family $750 because their kid's plastic playhouse was 2 inches too close to the fence line. She saw my driveway from the community golf course and decided it was an underutilized aesthetic asset that could solve their chronic parking problem. Without asking, without a letter, without even pretending to have authority, she had a crew show up one Tuesday while I was at work and install official metal signs every 20 feet. Willow Creek HOA overflow parking, permit required, violators towed at owner's expense. I came home that night and almost crashed my truck into the first sign. I called Susan immediately. The conversation went exactly like this. "Susan, you're on my private property. Take the signs down by tomorrow. Actually, the board voted 6-0. Your driveway is visible from our community. Therefore, it falls under aesthetic jurisdiction. We're improving the area for everyone. I'm not in your HOA. Details, honey. Parking is a community issue." She hung up on me. The next weekend, 23 cars showed up. My brother visited, parked in my driveway, came back to a $125 parking ticket on his windshield issued by Willow Creek HOA enforcement. My mom got threatened with towing on Mother's Day. I put up my own reflective red signs every 10 feet. Private property, no trespassing. Violators will be towed at $750. They were ripped down within 24 hours. My Ring cameras caught Susan and 2 board members at 1:46 a.m. wearing black hoodies and gloves, yanking my signs out like they were committing a felony. That was the moment I stopped reacting and started planning. For the next 6 full months, I did absolutely nothing visible. Instead, I installed 10 4K cameras with night vision and audio covering every inch of the driveway. Hired a licensed surveyor to restake the property line with steel pins and fluorescent orange paint. Pre-signed trespassing affidavits with the sheriff's department, became best friends with Mike, the owner of Apex Towing, the exact company the HOA uses, and paid him a $10,000 retainer plus a bottle of 25-year Macallan. I created a private Facebook group called Willow Creek Overflow Parking and invited every HOA member with the message, "Free parking, first come, first served." I quietly documented 312 separate vehicles, license plates, timestamps, photos of HOA parking permits hanging from every mirror. The annual Willow Creek Black Tie Gala was coming up. 300 guests, 0 parking in the actual community. Susan sent an email blast. Overflow parking available on the community access driveway. Permits waived for gala night only. That night, my driveway looked like a luxury dealership. 47 cars deep, blocking my garage completely. At 2:57 a.m., the 4 Apex trucks rolled in. By 4:31 a.m., every single car was gone. Not one alarm went off. At 5:15 a.m., a concrete crew I had on 24-hour standby poured an 8-foot-tall, 80-foot-long reinforced concrete wall with anti-climb spikes right on the property line. By 7:30 a.m., I hung a 4x8 banner that read, "Welcome to the Wall of Consequences." Susan showed up at 7:42 a.m. in curlers and a robe top, screaming at the concrete workers. Half the gala guests arrived in Ubers to find their cars missing and a literal Berlin Wall where they'd parked. One woman was hysterical because her $220,000 Bentley was gone and she had brunch reservations at 11. The tow bill came to $22,750. Every single car owner sued the HOA and won because the HOA's contract with Apex made the association liable for improper tows. Susan was removed as president in disgrace, personally fined $18,000 for vandalism and criminal trespass, and her husband filed for divorce 3 weeks later. The wall still stands today. I rent the outside face as billboard space to a law firm that exclusively sues HOAs, $4,200 a month passive income. Every single morning, Susan has to drive past that wall and read the 6-foot-tall letters I had painted on it. You park, you pay. Some people say revenge is a dish best served cold. I say it's best served with 4 tow trucks at 3 a.m. and wet concrete.